Hello everybody, welcome back to the Shiniest Meat Bicycle.
Hello.
Indeed.
I am also here.
I should hope so too.
Oh, I hope so as well. So, what is it that we are doing today, Sam?
Today we begin the final act of this game. Something that I'm sure you're not that bothered about because, if we're honest, this has taken us quite a long time.
This has taken us quite a long time. We're just trying to push through to the end, folks, because there are only so many low textures that I can look at, and I'm sure it's the same for you, Sam. There is a limit.
Are you not enjoying this water texture, bro? Look at it. It's just so repetitive and boring.
God.
Yeah.
I could just get out some pencils and draw a blue smear, and it would look more convincingly like water.
Yeah. Yeah. So my eyes go funny. So what we're gonna do today is we've got basically not that many episodes left. I think we mentioned this at the end of the last video. We've got to go to each elemental plane and get the Heartstone from said plane, which isn't super complicated.
Go in, punch some butts, steal their butts, leave. Yep.
Pretty much, we do that, rinse and repeat 4 times, then we go to the final levels, and then we're done. So, let's do this. First up, oh crap, we want to go. First up is the plane of water, and because we're getting a little bit tired of this game now, not hugely, but a little bit, I'm going to exploit the fact that this entire level is an open level, and the item we need is also lying around in the open. We're going to go invisible, and we're just going to fucking scrub water our way through this invisibly.
I feel like I have to ask, when did we get invisibility?
Well, we've had it for quite a while.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's just generally I don't use it because like this strat of like going invisible and just sneaking through everything works fine, but you don't get experience from killing stuff. So if you do it all the time, you end up underleveled. Right.
Yeah. Okay. That's a fair way to balance it. How does the invisibility work in this game? Is it on a timer or what?
Yeah, it's a spell that runs on a timer. It lasts like an hour.
Oh right.
In game, and
yeah.
If you touch an enemy, you appear basically. So it's not that.
Okay, yeah, so like, it's invisibility until you accidentally bump into somebody and then they're like, time to fuck you up. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's fair.
But yeah, so this is literally like having this and flying in this particular level makes this entire level trivial.
This whole place is underwater. Do you really need flying? Surely you could just swim up.
Yeah, in theory, but
is there a breath?
Yeah, here it is. Look, you see that? This big stone thing with legs?
I see. Yeah.
Surrounded by enemies, coincidentally. Yeah, so we can in the middle of there is a little stone.
Sneaky deaky in.
And that is the Heart of Water. You found an item, Heartstone. That's it. We're done.
1 down, 3 to go.
That literally took us about 2 minutes.
Alright, so thanks for watching, folks, and no, we're going to do another one, because...
Yeah, because that was so fast.
Yeah. It's very quick.
Can
we not fly over the mountains, or are they too high?
We're at maximum flight height, so look, like places like this, we can just creep over,
right, yeah.
But a lot of places you can't.
That's fair, that's fair.
So yeah, it's kind of, you can, but coincidentally, one of the other elemental planes is a whole bunch of pathways on like top of mountains, like long narrow mountains that act as pathways, and you can't fly. Like the flight height isn't as tall as the mountains after a while. Like the beginning of the level, you can fly like 20 foot above them, but then they slope up after a while, and you can't actually fly because it's too high.
So you actually have to, not fall off.
To be a newborn and walk, yeah. But if you fall off, you can fly once you get to learn to fly. Oh, we're visible. That's unfortunate.
Oh.
Run away.
We're just gonna leg it out then, yeah?
Yeah, pretty much.
I mean, we're still flying, so...
Wait, where's the way out?
Shit. There aren't any flying enemies in this game, are there?
Oh yeah, loads.
Oh, really?
Also, we're underwater, so all the enemies that walk on water, that are underwater, can actually, like, they can just rise and come towards us. So.
But we can't. Ugh.
Go figure.
Yeah.
Right, anyway.
So there isn't like a breath meter or anything then? You don't have to hold your breath?
No, you can't walk on water normally unless you do a spell or have an item that lets you, but once you get flying it's entirely obsolete anyway, so... Right, what want to do now? Air, I believe we want to do air. Plane of air. We've done the plane of water. This is
done the plane of water. We can do the plane of
plane of
air.
air is slightly more taxing, not hugely, but a little bit more. So what we're going to do is find somewhere where we're not being attacked, like here, and then disappear off to. We want to go to the Motherwoods, which is over here. Oh yeah, you might notice there's these four. This is the world map. Every corner of the map there's a little portal thing, which is the portals we've been walking through. So the one of water is down here on the bottom.
Oh yeah,
left.
it does actually. Yeah.
We're now going to the top left, which is the air one in Murmwoods. And then
Alright,
the
yeah.
last two are off to the other side. So I should have actually teleported when I had that map open. Whoops.
Probably. Yes.
God damn
yes.
it. Now I'm getting spell failed. Right. Good. Oh,
Apologies for the yawn. I'm apparently tired. I don't know why. It's this game. It does it to me. This is how I get to sleep, folks.
just watch me play.
I do this recording with Sam, and then I'm out like a light immediately. The end of all the recording sessions is because I've started to doze off. That's the only reason.
Look, dead ogres. Fancy that. I wonder
What
how
kind of
they got
monster kill all these ogres? It's terrible, really, isn't it?
there. Alrighty, I believe the place the hurricane hit is somewhere over here.
Cool.
Well, hurricane, tornado. Hurricane's different. I think I'm pretty sure it's just a tornado. Hurricane is like an entire weather. Well, hurricane
as long
is
as you know.
Well, I think a hurricane is an entire weather system, like you see on a global map of like air and stuff, whereas a tornado is like a singular bit of cyclone of air you can see with your naked eye, like a much smaller one.
I haven't done geography since I was like 13, so
That was entirely guesswork.
like.
Right. So
I know exactly what a tornado is, what a hurricane exactly is. I'm like, it's a lot of big wind and it's kind of circular, but
can do a few buffs before we go in.
Florida gets a bunch. That's about all I know.
All about them buffs.
Yep.
Yeah, so we got a new cleric, and I don't know if you'll notice, we got a new cleric and a new dragon. The dragon is Duroth the Eternal, who is really fucking good.
He is. I've become very attached to him. We're actually going on a skiing holiday next week.
Nice.
So, should be good fun. Yeah.
Alright, super.
I don't know if he's any good at skiing.
So this is the list
we'll
of spells we have on us now, which is nice.
Yeah.
Long list. Right. No solid
The
ground.
skull on the side now looks kind of janky as heck, so yeah.
You see no solid ground in the airy realm through the gateway.
Ooh.
You see buildings that seem to float in the sky. And look, there's no floor.
Cool.
See, this actually does a really good job of disguising the draw distance because there's nothing to draw.
I mean, you're not wrong.
I mean, the only thing you do see is the buildings kind of appear out of the mist, but that you can forgive that for being, in cloud. Coincidentally, it's really easy to get lost here because, there's no fucking landmarks.
They didn't do, because Silent Hill 2 deals with its really shitty draw distance in, almost the obvious way of doing it. The whole of Silent Hill 2 is dominated by fog or mist or whatever it is. And it was well done enough that, yes, it's quite obviously an attempt to reduce the draw distance, but it really works, within the game. So it's nice that I mean, it doesn't work quite as well with this because you used to have the buildings just popping up out of nowhere.
Yeah.
But it's kind of cool.
So this is where...
Wait, is this whole place not open as well? Oh, we have to go into a castle.
We can't stealth through this castle. We have to fight, and
they didn't.
We shouldn't
They didn't really make the castle that's floating in the sky look any different from any of the other buildings we've seen. It's got a flat bottom, for goodness sake. If I had a floating castle, I would
It's because there is still a floor. You just can't see it. So
yeah, I know there is, but still, I don't know. Yeah.
I don't know. Some of the buildings you see actually have giant propellers in the middle of them, which is cool.
Ooh, that is kind of cool. Alright, let's go on.
Yeah, so this is the Castle of Air. Pretty fancy artwork for this bit, anyway.
Yeah, I can see the reflector.
I'm not entirely sure that the clouds in the background aren't actually FMV. They look too realistic. I'm pretty sure that's basically GIF. Yeah.
Yes, or is it GIF or is it GIF?
No, it's GIF because it's
I don't know.
The G in it stands for.
Oh, but the guy who invented it said it's GIF.
The guy who invented it's a fucking tard.
No, the guy who invented it isn't a linguist. That's the correct answer.
Yeah.
But no, at the
What you
same
said.
time, it's GIF. Anybody who says GIF needs to, calm the fuck down.
Alright. So let's go on a murder spree. Coincidentally, everything we fight here will be air elementals, which are just like giant white people. Like blobs.
Whoa.
White stuff.
Jesus.
No, look, I mean, look at the thing. They're actually
Giant white people complaining
There's
about
like,
their
there's
white
like
people.
blank
blah, blah.
white torsos with like kind of fuzzy bits where their legs should be.
I did see them.
Yeah.
Just fuzzy bits where their legs should be. Yeah. Actually, that's the thing. Like, in any game where you have to have air elementals, they always kind of deal with them a little bit different. Because how on earth do you make like a fire elemental, a water elemental, an earth elemental? Those are easy.
Sorry,
Oh.
interrupt.
Oh, yeah,
We found the legendary artifact,
Oh,
the Supreme
what
Plate,
one is it?
which is the one we really wanted because it's for our knight. and
Oh
it's got a
yes,
ridiculous armor rating.
we were talking about this the other day. Right, that's
Yeah,
nice then.
so I'm really pleased to have found
That's what Supreme Plate looks like.
that. Yeah, go figure. Dude, that's what Dragoning Plate looks like, which is like the best normal plate, and it looks like you've got a pair of fucking like a massive tumor on your chest. Go figure.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, that's good though. That means our knight is now even more hench. So yeah.
Yeah, no, our armor class has gone through the fucking roof.
I will admit, it kind of looks like he's wearing like a standard piece of like chain or something, and then he's wearing the female equivalent of full plate over the top of it. So just like a boob cup, or two boob cups, obviously, not just one. That would be weird, actually. Huh.
So we've opened one chest in this place, and we've already filled up our Dark Elves inventory.
Well, our Dark Elf is our vendor, isn't she? So,
Yeah,
this is gonna get filled.
I always fill up our inventory first, to be fair.
Did we empty our inventory at the beginning?
It was pretty much empty, yeah.
Paying very little attention, but okay,
It was
that's
close
good.
enough.
Yeah, that's fine. It's fine. That is that is nice that we got a legendary for our knight as well.
There's
So
a whole bunch of...
thing is, that is who we are technically, I guess.
Yes, technically we are Mini the Knight, because
Mini the Knight.
that was our first ever episode, and we had no idea what to call him, so we went with that.
Because you listen to me. Dear. Yeah. Well, that's good. That's good. Well, it's better to call him Mini than Slagathor.
Slagathor. Oh no, I like Slagathor.
You like Slagathors. Sam likes slags. Got it here. Got it here first, folks.
No, Slagathor the name. It's not bad. I mean, there are worse names.
Please don't tell me it's a name that you'd be like, well, I'd rather call my kid Slagathor than Adolf Hitler. Like. Actually, I don't know which would be a worse name to have, like Slagathor or something like that, or Adolf Hitler.
Dom, I just don't know. Or really care, for that matter.
You don't? Yeah.
This is so much.
I do kind of wonder how many people out there are called Adolf Hitler, because...
Ooh, that's
just
a nice ring. Half damage from all missile attacks. Cool.
Good. Yeah. Like, Adolf Hitler was a pretty common name as far as I knew. Like, Adolf was a very common name, and Hitler wasn't especially rare, I think.
Wait, really? I thought Hitler... I thought the last name was relatively rare.
I'm not entirely certain, but I remember reading somewhere about how something like the last living descendants or living relatives directly of Adolf Hitler, they've all changed their name away from Hitler, and almost anybody who has the surname of Hitler has changed their surname away from Hitler. So like, he wasn't the John Smith of Austria or Germany.
Yeah.
But like, it wasn't entirely unheard of. I mean, to be fair, like, with our current political leaders, like, David Cameron and Jeremy Corbyn, I've never met anybody with Corbyn or Cameron as last names.
No.
Like, yeah.
Also, coincidentally, like, in America they use John Doe or Jane Doe or John Smith or whatever. Never...
Oh, we use that here as well.
Yeah, but, we also have Joe Bloggs. Never met or heard of someone with the last name Bloggs.
I think Bloggs is intentionally a ridiculous surname.
I think it might actually be wait, is it a brand? Is Joe Bloggs a
Blog.
brand?
I have no idea. I will Google this so you can continue doing that. Joe Bloggs. Joe Bloggs. A name for the hypothetical average man.
We got that bit, thanks Google.
Yeah, we did get that bit, thank you, Google. There's a whole bunch of pictures, and it's just like generic men.
See, this is the strange thing about this castle. Sorry.
Yeah.
There's a chest. Look, there's a chest hidden under the sink. There's literally the table. The drawers under the sink are full of cash.
Where do you keep all of your cash? I keep mine directly under the sink.
A poor choice apparently, because people like me come along and take it all.
You bust. As far as I can see, Joe Blogs is just a thing. It's used by
that
like
people say because people are stupid.
I think. Well, no, it's just it's a thing of just these standard Joe Blogs and Fred Blogs are these standard fill-in names like Mr. Smith
Fred
or
blogs.
John Doe. Yeah, well, Fred Blogs apparently is because Fred is they're really close to each other on the keyboard. F-R-E-D. It's all in a nice little square, which I've never thought of because yeah, there you go, boom. No, as far as I can tell, like it's just a generic name, but it is used by when you see credit cards and sometimes they've got like Mr. A example or something as his name. Apparently it's been used as that. Oh, and another one?
Yeah, you get a lot of them in elemental planes.
Bloody hell, alright, fair.
This one is
what is it?
A club called Breaker.
Breaker.
It's
At least it's
nice.
descriptive. That does look quite cool, I must admit.
Yeah,
like,
and there's an Eldritch Shield. With mine
another one?
things, but we don't need those. Yeah, another one of these things which is only 12 of, which we've seen in vendors of all places as well.
We've seen about 6 of them so far, so
Yeah, so that's a strong damage output right up. So that's
strong.
Cool. Strong.
Strong.
Well,
that is good. That is good. Are these legendaries with a drawback, or are they just legendaries?
No, there's a thing like I think it's. Wait, shit. That's it. There it is. That's the heart. We got it.
Ready?
Yeah, it's just in a hidden room in here. Like this. You might notice this is the same like little four-legged thing. It's in here. Yeah, so I'm just gonna clear out the rest of this castle to get some loot, and then we're done.
Apparently you can get like 1 million legendaries, so yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, the elemental planes are really good for legendaries. We might actually be able to do a third heart in this episode.
What one would we do? Because I know you said one of them is really long and one of them is really hard.
Well,
long and hard. Oh, yeah, carry on. Yep.
I mean, yeah, they're long and hard, but then I was thinking of this dungeon as relatively long and hard, and actually this dungeon is pretty fucking easy.
It's
like
soft and short, is it?
We could go to the fire one, and the fire one is
Yeah.
it's basically just this again, but the castle's slightly longer, and there's one place to stop off on the way, so it's a little bit longer. But considering we've done this one in about 12 minutes, like I think we'll be alright.
It should be okay, yeah. I was not expecting them to be so quick. That's okay, fair. When you described them to me, I was expecting significantly more.
I was expecting you to say longer too. Don't worry.
Okay, good. Incinerate. Do we have that spell?
No, that's a Grandmaster spell, so we can't learn. Our Dark Elf can't learn Grandmaster Elemental Magic, unfortunately.
Yeah, we don't. We're not really a spellcastery heavy party, are we?
No,
we have 2 dragons. We really don't give a shit kind of party.
Pretty much, yeah. We have a knight and 2 dragons who just stay alive and deal a lot of damage. A Dark Elf because they do pretty solid damage and they know really useful utility spells like invisibility, fly, and town portal and stuff.
They're the rogue of the group, yeah.
And then the healer because we need a healer.
Yeah, I must admit, like
some nice ass swords, Champion Sword of Infernos, and an Archangel Broadsword.
Archangel Broad, nice. That was a nice name, yeah.
No,
I must admit, like, yep. You go ahead. Yep.
Oh, we've now filled up 2 people's inventories. Nice. I'm going to keep all these weapons and stuff because they may well be better than some of the weapons that Elf's got.
Yeah. No,
so much gold.
Whenever you're in like an RPG and you need, it always kind of bugs me because I mean this is the exact same problem I have with Dragon Age Origins. Like you have a 4-person party, but you need to have, unless you're doing some of the weird game-breaking strategies, which I've done a couple times, and they're really powerful, but they're really not fun. But you need to have a tank, a healer, and a rogue, and then you get this 4th character slot which you can kind of choose what to do with. but the fourth person has to be a high damage output person. And it's kind of awkward because, like, it really limits you, because games like Dragon Age are all about, like, the party and all of the characters that they play. And it's really irritating when, like, I built myself as a tank, and then it meant that, alright, so I will never bring Alistair with me because he's a tank, and we don't need two tanks. But Alistair's one of my favourite characters. I quite like him. I think he's fun. But,
sorry, I'm just emptying his chest to make sure that...
Oh, no, that's fine.
So yeah, we can actually teleport out of here, because we were inside a dungeon and we've killed everyone. So, we can go...
Let's go to fire then, I suppose.
Let's go hand in these 2 quests, get some XP and level up. That'll take like 2 minutes. We're still only like 20 minutes into this.
Baron, yeah, no, yeah.
Yeah, we're good to level up, so let's go do that.
Yeah. But that is actually one of the reasons why, I mean, I know we're playing with some mods here to fix things, but like, I actually really strongly recommend the respecialization mod for Dragon Age Origins, at least. I know that it's built into Inquisition and Dragon Age 2, because like, it doesn't really matter in Dragon Age 2, but like, being like forced to take certain characters is really annoying. You don't get to choose, so it's awkward. I actually built my character in Dragon Age 2 entirely to like circumvent that, because I found if you played as a mage and then you built yourself really heavily into Spirit Healer, you could activate a whole bunch of auras that would increase everybody's health, give them regeneration, heal them, but like massively reduce the amount of mana you had available, and then all you do was just cast Haste, which increased everybody's attack speed by like 50%. So you could just run into a group, pop that, your whole party would slaughter everyone and be constantly healed. So you didn't need a tank. You could just have like you and 3 party members who you wanted to have with you to hang out, which was great.
Solid.
And one of them was always Barrett, because he's the best character by a mile, and a rogue, so he can do all the lockpicking. So, yeah, that was nice.
Yeah, sounds good.
So I'm just going to talk about other games, apparently, so yeah.
Yeah, it would appear so.
Yeah.
It's alright, I was just busy doing uninteresting things, like leveling up and doing skills and stuff.
But yeah, I like games where you have to manage your party setup, but at the same time, if you're doing that, if you're also like a character-based RPG, it's kind of shitty that I have to say like, no, I'm sorry, my favourite character, I can't bring you with you. I have to bring this character who I despise because they do better damage than you, and I really need the damage output right now, and it's like...
Yeah, that bites. Oh, coincidentally,
it does, yeah.
There is, out here in the middle of nowhere, a rock.
Brilliant, Sam.
Bear with me. Do you remember the tree? There was a tree.
Oh, the tree with loot. The loot tree. The magical tree of loot. Yes.
There is a loot rock.
There is a loot rock. Alright then, the lesser known cousin of the loot tree.
Yeah, where is the loot rock?
Does it also contain a legendary?
Yes.
Ooh.
Which I should have collected probably a long time ago, but what are you going to do?
Today I'm learning that rocks and trees are filled with legendary weapons. I will have to keep this in mind next time I go for a walk through the woods.
I can't find it. Wait, is that it?
That is a rock, so...
It's somewhere around here.
Yeah, there's more rocks than I was expecting, but I suppose that balances it with the loot tree, I suppose.
There it is! Rock. Hooray!
Hooray!
I found a Staff of the Swamp. I already know what it is. Staff of the Swamp.
Staff of the Swamp. We found it in the desert.
It's a random spawn. But yeah, it's off-shielding, immune to disease, paralysis, and poison. It's pretty solid. And it does 4...
That is nice.
And it does 3d4 plus 10 damage. It's not bad.
We don't have anyone who uses staves though, do we?
The cleric can.
But doesn't.
No, he doesn't.
So.
Oh,
well,
bollocks. I've just thought...
To be fair, 3d4 plus 10 isn't that impressive. Anyway, yeah, go ahead.
We're out of inventory space. We're not out, but we're pretty full, and we've actually got more shit to do. So,
well, let's go sell things.
Hang on, there's another place for a legendary in this, because if you don't have fly, there's a way of getting through the tunnel of lava, across the lake of fire to the thing, and it's inside this tunnel.
You said it was called the Tunnel of Love.
This is Tunnel of Lava we're in now.
Ah, right. I was going to say Tunnel of Love is a euphemism.
And there's a chest in here that has a legendary in it as well, so we're going to go fetch that.
That's fair. god, yes.
Some of these guys are pretty tough. But yeah, this is basically the route you're supposed to take to get to plane of fire if you don't have flying.
This is to account for people who don't have flight. Okay, that's fair.
Yeah, you don't need flying, so like you don't need flying for the game.
Yeah, flying seems like a really, really useful thing to have, though.
It's ridiculously useful. Like, even if it was just for the speed boost and nothing else. Like, coincidentally,
Yeah,
this is one of the very few chests in the game that you can't actually get to on foot, and it's inside.
Oh, really? This is actually you need flying to get to.
Or you need telekinesis.
Oh yeah, right, yeah.
Which I think we have.
Well, that's cool. Yeah, that's cool. That's cool.
But the thing is, if you use telekinesis, you can't disarm the trap, so you have to use it. Oh, we got Havoc. That's not as good as it could have been.
What were you? What is Havoc?
Havoc's sword that does 3d2 plus 15 damage. It's plus 70 speed and accuracy, but minus 20 to your armor class. So it's really
like
good.
Berserker weapon, yeah.
Yeah, but it does make you super fast and super accurate, but it does take away a little bit of armor. But I know it's so
model
strong.
looks super shitty, so you know.
Yeah, the model's pretty fucking average. The most logical person to give it to is a knight, so I think we'll give it to the knight because he has super high armor anyway. And then we'll give this legendary sword to her. So she's got 2 legendary swords, because what else would you have? And then you can carry that, because plus 8.
The logic of giving an item which gives minus to like armor to the character who already has the highest armor, like I can't fault it, but it just feels like in every RPG I've ever played that would be wrong in so many ways because you want to give them even more armor. But
well, yeah, it's more that he's got enough armor he can take the hit.
He's got enough armor he can take a hit. I suppose
because we've got 2 dragons who don't wear armor. We actually only have 3 characters who can. 3 characters. Who
yeah,
armor.
So we kind of have a lot more like
only 2
armor
of them use swords. So basically, him or the Dark Elf, and the Dark Elf has the lowest armor class in the party. So I wasn't gonna give it to her because that'll make her even more fragile. So
the Dark Elf has less than the Cleric.
I think so. Yeah, armor class 95. Yeah, because Cleric's got a shield and he can wear. Wait, that's the only reason. Actually, coincidentally, I've got some better armor for him somewhere. That one.
Oh.
There's no room in the pack.
That should have made. Yeah,
dress him up pretty.
Wait. Why is his so much higher?
Is he wearing better armor? Does he have a spell on him? Is he secretly a dragon?
Oh no, he has massive endurance. Like he's got a bunch of different stuff that gives him endurance buffs, which is good because clerics are normally the glass cannons. Wait, yeah. I was thinking about this.
Well, probably not glass cannons, but yeah.
No, not glass cannons. You know what I mean?
Yeah. They're the squidgy healers. And as somebody who likes playing as a squidgy healer, I'm okay with that.
Yeah. Alright, let's sell some shit. Sorry that took so long. We still haven't made it fire.
We probably don't have time to do the entire plane of fire right now, but we can at least get there before next episode.
Yeah, but I reckon we can probably get the next 2 in one episode.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's good, yeah. And then we're at the end game, right?
Yeah.
Well, we have said when we do the end game, we're not gonna do half-hour episodes. We're just gonna sit down and do the whole thing, and destroy my sleep schedule probably. So yeah.
I mean, we could do that tonight. Like, there's nothing stopping us.
I have work tomorrow.
Dude, we could finish this in like another hour and a half.
Yeah, I still have work tomorrow. I gotta. Yeah. No, we can't.
But I wanna.
Yeah. No, we are not finishing this tonight. Hopefully, we can probably do it tomorrow. Either way, this is the quality content people come to us is discussing our schedules. What are you doing this weekend, Sam? Anything fun we're going to share with the internet? Yeah, no.
Yeah. What am I doing this weekend?
I don't know what you're doing this weekend. That's why I asked.
Not drinking because I'm not drinking anything this month.
Oh my god! But my plan was to get completely tanked.
Oh wait, no, Dom doesn't drink any alcohol.
I don't drink alcohol anyway. Yeah, there's a couple of people at work who are doing dry January, and one of the guys who does it, like, he always historically goes to the pub. So every time he goes to the pub, I'm like, oh, you're gonna go get trashed, and he's like, no, and I'm like, wait, what? Why not? And he's like, it's dry January, And I was like, every month is dry January for me, so I really struggle to keep up with other people's drinking habits. Okay, like it's hard. Oh dear.
Alright, so a couple more items to sell.
Oh yes, yes.
Wait, I don't recall that. Like, there's no point.
No, probably not.
Because we can just cut. Because we're gonna start a new episode. Well, immediately after this one,
Yeah.
as far as recording goes. So, yeah, fuck it.
All right, so thanks for watching.
That was
folks.
half an hour of us doing some of the harder levels of the game far faster than they're intended to do, and
Yay.
inventory management and stuff. Woo!
Woo. Thank you for watching.
Bye.